The day after, I realized I still smelled like sugar, like that sweet icing. I couldn't figure out what it was coming from, and it was my skin.
Those are always, they're like half fun, because when else am I going to throw cake around with people? And they're also annoying, because it's not, it's like you have that moment of fun where you're throwing cake, and then it's cut, and then you're just standing there covered in cake. And then you have to do it again 5 minutes later after getting cleaned off partially, you know? It's a weird job. See you soon, roomie. Every time I do a movie, I'm just sitting on set going, this is a weird job.
Listen, Leslie, this is not me, okay? None of this is. Just please give me one more chance. Without anybody else around, just me.
We're still on for the wedding. I'll see you at the wedding.
There's such a great chemistry going on between the two of them that I think that she's willing to overlook this. She knows that they're going away. She's like, listen, I think the underlying thing is you invited me to live with you. You said it's not working out with them. Clearly it's not working out with them. You need to sort this out. If we're going to move forward, this needs to be dealt with.
Get there.
Hi!
Hey.
Scott is incredibly understanding for a long time. His boiling point, it takes a long time to get to his boiling point, but when he does, boy does he.
You two are sick. I want you out of this apartment. I want you out of my life.
There's broadness in the character, but he's, has to come from a real firm foundation. Otherwise, if you don't have that, then you just have somebody trying to be funny, on camera, and that doesn't play well.
A lot of other actors might have played him as kind of a sad sack, which I never wanted the character to be.
What are you two doing here? It's a comedy, yet I am the character that is the most real, so I have to maintain a bit of sanity, while Ryan and Mary are kind of being outlandish.
Weddings make me so horny.
I've been hired enough times in my life to play the straight guy to somebody else's comedic guy. In this scenario, I'm the weird comedic guy, and he's the straight guy.
But he really matches our energy so well.
That contract is null and void, just like our friendship.
Ryan and Mary don't even have to do anything anymore. Scott's so in his own head about this thing that he's imagining that they're attacking him, basically. So all they have to do is, put a tag on a gift, and it's going to drive him nuts.
See, that's it. It's not a gift. It's a trap. It's probably a box of tainted pork or dog shit or angry bees. I have to get rid of it.
The day that we did the wedding and the reception was absolutely the toughest day. We had a lot to accomplish. It was a lot of work because we had that huge stunt in the middle of it, which had to be done ostensibly once because we had an ice sculpture that had to break and a cake that had to be collapsed. I don't know where you find stunt people that just, oh, sure, I'll fall backwards over a table. Yeah, I'll fall in the air and land on my back. Why not? How many times are you going to do it? Just orchestrated it so, like, Rube Goldberg-y, and, just like everything happened just exactly what it was supposed to, and next thing you know...
Go! What the fuck?
Is everyone okay? Yeah, everyone's okay. Okay, cut. One of the stunt waiters that had to do the fall, she said, I could have got more air. If we could just do it one more time, I could have gotten so much more air.
They say they're trying to keep me from rushing into anything with you, but...
But we were rushing.
Why are you speaking in the past tense like that?
I think that Leslie is very sensible, and she sees that it doesn't matter what this couple are doing. You're rising to the bait, and if you were able to ride this out calmly and collectedly, it wouldn't be an issue. But you're losing it, man.
Well, I want you to sign this contract. You said that I will not hear from you again. I want to make it official.
Brandon played Unhinged very well. I think we may need to keep an eye on him. I think he may have some deep-seated issues he needs to discuss with someone because when it was time to unhinge, he unhinged.
Choke on it, ass.
Shh. We have a contract.
It's a lot of fun working on this stuff because, everybody's always trying to make things more funny.
It is a tragedy that we can't talk to Scott. Because we can't tell him where Leslie's going. I come to work, with my scripts covered in notes and excited and ready to go, and I'm willing to try anything once for the sake of the movie and for the sake of the character, and Mike was right there with me.
Well, I'll never claim to be funnier than the actors. My method for working with the actors, first and foremost, is everybody has to be comfortable. You're never going to get a great performance in a comedy out of an uncomfortable actor.
I've felt very free to be able to just kind of go crazy, improvise, and throw random dumb shit out there that may or may not work. Because again, for me, it's It's about trying to push the limits a little bit. If it doesn't work, at least you went there and tried to push it further.
Well, I think one of the signs of a good collaborative director is one that is able to listen to the actors who have suggestions about minor tweaks of this, or what do you think about this, that they're not so stuck to, this is what I wrote, this is what it has to be.
Sometimes when someone writes a script that they're directing, they sort of end up being a Nazi about it. It's got to be word for word, and he's been so supportive of wanting it to be really real and natural and how we would interact with each other.
For whatever reason, you don't get that luxury in television. And, I was speaking with Jennifer about it because she works on House. And, we were talking about how crazy it is to go from having to have your dialogue down to the comma. And it's got to be verbatim, word for word. And here, we're just improvising and we're throwing things out. And, sometimes we're in the middle of a great scene and one of us says something and everybody starts laughing. And it's like, okay, we do it again. Because no one was ready for it because it came out of nowhere. And it's really enjoyable, and it's a great thing when you're making a funny movie, but when your funny movie is making you laugh while you're making it.
What I like about bars is that's where people tell the truth. I used to bartend for years and years and years, and people would tell me stories that I don't think they would tell their priest in the confessional.
I'm tempted to fuck his brains out. I'd fuck him, I'd fuck that guy, I'd fuck the guy air guitaring back there, and everybody I see just because I want to be with somebody else.
She's around Ryan 24 hours a day. She's never going to say something like that. The minute she's not around him, all of a sudden she's free to speak, and that all comes out.
Just once, I want to be with a guy without Ryan in the room. Just once, I'd like to fuck somebody else because I'm sick of fucking the same guy over and over and over again. The thing that's difficult is figuring out how much time you have to get nuts because, you've got to get in the rhythm for comedy. Comic timing is everything here. And we feel all that out and we work it out when we're doing our big wide shots and we get into coverage. And I think the thing that's difficult is when it's time to move on and, the director and the producers are happy and we're going, wait, we have another idea. We want to do this. We want to do that.
Sophia is a force of nature. She just took the script and ran with it. For some reason, we don't always see women in the funnier roles. We always see them as the object of affection for the goofy guy, and he gets to have all the laughs, where in this one, Mary gets to be, I think, have the biggest laughs in the movie.
What?
Huh? I want to go out for beer, but just us guys.
Well, do I smell really or something? So it's been really, really cool to sort of get to play someone who is so uptight, but because she's so wound, she snaps all the time when things go wrong. Excuse me, Scott, but this is beyond the pale. Okay? Simply beyond the pale.
The obstacle Scott has to get over in the third act isn't just getting to Leslie physically, it's psychologically getting through to Ryan and Mary that they need to recognize what's wrong with their relationship. So basically they'll have the ability to leave him alone.
This is where Leslie is.
Are you ready?
Not in the least.
Well, good luck.
Over the course of the story, they learn some things and sort of learn how to have a little more independence.
Okay, now get out of here. Go. Ironically, I actually worked as a seamstress for my crew requirement in college, and we were doing West Side Story during that semester, so I altered so many suit coats. So if anyone needs a suit coat altered, I don't want to do it.
I think the kiss in the far distance with the whiteout, I think really is romantic, but doesn't oversell it. I think it's a nice button on their relationship because you really know they're going to give it a shot, and they've learned absolutely nothing.
There's something to be said about the hustle and bustle and hurry of a smaller film. It gives me an opportunity to do something different that maybe a studio wouldn't allow me to do right away because they think of me just as Superman and don't see that I have other talents. And so I have this opportunity to show them that I can be, I think, pretty funny.
I enjoy it, especially being on House and how serious and intense all the medical stuff is. It's really nice to have that little break and sort of mix it up and be goofy and big and over the top and sort of just have fun with it.
It's just stellar when you're working with people who are giving it their all because you can give it your all with them and you make special things happen.
When you're working with a director who fosters that and doesn't mind it and even tells you that the stuff you're adding might even be worth something and funny, it's always a good feeling.
Getting the opportunity to direct my own script with such a talented cast was absolutely just a dream come true. And every single day that we showed up, everyone involved with the production, from the cast to every department, everybody brought their A game every single day.
It's been an adventure, to say the least.